Tell me a little bit more about yourself and tell everybody a little bit more about yourself. Imagine Golf was founded when, and more importantly, I'd like to learn from you. What was the passion that drove you to do this?
Yeah, so we only have, a couple. We don't have 2 hours for the whole story, but the abridged version is, look, I had aspired to be a professional golfer at one point in my life. I thought, I was good. I could shoot, scratch golf. I could play with my buddies and do really well. And so I moved to Florida, which was like the mecca of golf, and I gave it a little bit of a rundown. I'm 59, so the tours were different back then in that they had these little mini tours, Alan, that were all over the place and primarily in the warmer
Yeah,
climates. And so you cobble up a couple $100 and you join this mini tour and you could win, $1,000 or $2,000, which again, if you're going back in the late '70s or actually it would be the mid '80s, that's a lot of money,
yeah, yeah.
And then the goal was simply you win a couple of those and then you can move up these different tours. And it was like almost like a caste system. That's pretty much has gone by the wayside. Now you go to Q school and, if you make that,
Right.
you're in. Um, but I found out really quickly that I was not destined to play professional golf. Right, under competition, I couldn't even get close to 79 or in the 80s. But it was a struggle. And there was
Yeah.
guys out there shooting 62s and 66s and all that stuff. So that was not going to be my career. So I actually did a stint in corporate America for 30 some years and played corporate golf, which was a blessing. Signed deals on golf courses all over the country and on someone else's dime on an expense account. So that was a lot of fun. Yeah, and there was times where I missed that because I played a lot more golf as a corporate executive than I ever do as a golf instructor. But back to your original question, look, we started Imagine well over 10 plus years ago. Just really as just a whim for like when I retired, what I was going to do. But I really didn't know what that was going to be be honest. I'm not the kind of guy that just sits around. So I knew that was going to happen, not going to happen, right? So we messed around. We sold some clubs. We repped a company called Crank Golf, which is the long drive
Yeah.
number one club at the time. And I met Lance Reeder, the owner. That's how I got there. And we still rep those clubs to this day. And then it turned into coaching, if you would. Was a hockey coach for 25 plus years. So coaching was not foreign to me. And I knew how to golf. So just those two kind of, those worlds collided. And I just realized that I really enjoyed it. And then corporate America, I started to age out of corporate America, whether people like it or not. There is that kind of ageism in corporate America. And I was ready. The timing was perfect. I didn't like going to work anymore. And that's not my style. I enjoy work. So had an opportunity to step away and go into Imagine full time. This will be my sixth year full time at Imagine. And it's been, sixth year full time as an instructor at Imagine. And it's been a whirlwind for sure. We're number one in the state, like we mentioned. We're the top 100 in the country as far as number of lessons given. So it's not easy to come by, and
Yeah.
it's a testimony to our students and a testimony to the system that we employ. We're not just your average golf instructor by any means, and you know that.
No,